एक सेंटेंस कैसे बनाया जाता है और कितने पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच होते हैं, नाउन, प्रोनाउन, वर्ब, एडवर्ब, कितने टेंसेस होते हैं, ये सब लिखते चले जाते हैं। स्कूल में भी ये सिखाना शुरू किया है फ्रॉम क्लास 6, अगर हिंदी मीडियम में पढ़े हो, और अगर इंग्लिश मीडियम में हो तो नर्सरी से। लेकिन क्या सिखाते हैं? पढ़ना और लिखना। अच्छा, बिफोर शुरू करने से पहले आई वांट टू नो, यहाँ पे कौन लोग डॉक्टर्स बनने की ट्रेनिंग ले रहे हैं? हु आर द डॉक्टर्स? ओह, देयर इज द डॉक्टर्स ग्रुप। एंड नर्सेस? All nurses. Sorry, wow. I've been a patient many times, so I have experience of that. So, but now इंग्लिश में बात करना बहुत जरूरी है। ये तो पर्सनली ऑल्सो आई थिंक यू ऑल एग्री दैट इंग्लिश में बात करना जरूरी है। कौन कौन समझते हैं कि इंग्लिश में बात करना बहुत जरूरी है? वेरी गुड, ऑल ऑफ यू अंडरस्टैंड इंग्लिश में बात करना जरूरी है। नाउ इंग्लिश में बात करना है तो ये क्या कोई पढ़ने का विषय है या स्टडी करने का विषय है या एनालाइज करने का विषय है? नहीं, बात करना जो है, स्पीकिंग स्टडी करने का विषय नहीं है, एनालाइज करने का विषय नहीं है। इसको कोई आपको समझाता जाए तो आप कभी भी बोल नहीं पाओगे। Because here's the first line, speaking is an art and not science. Did you understand? समझ में आया? बोलना जो है एक कला है, ये साइंस नहीं है। साइंस का एनालिसिस होता है, साइंस को हम समझते हैं, लेकिन आर्ट्स को हम समझते नहीं हैं, आर्ट्स को हम प्रैक्टिस करते हैं। What are the other subjects of arts? Like singing, dancing, driving, swimming, ड्राइंग एंड पेंटिंग, ये सब कौन से सब्जेक्ट्स हैं? आर्ट्स के सब्जेक्ट है। तो आर्ट्स सीखने का तरीका अलग होता है और साइंस सीखने का तरीका अलग होता है। स्कूल, कॉलेज और कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स में स्पोकन इंग्लिश जो सिखाते हैं वो एक साइंस के रूप में सिखाते हैं, लाइक ए साइंस, वो एक्सप्लेन करते हैं। लेकिन मेरा सवाल ये है कि अगर हम आपको साल भर ड्राइविंग कैसे की जाती है समझाते जाएं, लिखवाते जाएं नोट्स, तो क्या आप ड्राइविंग कर पाएंगे? नो। डांस कैसे करना है अगर हम आपको खूब समझाते जाएं तो आप डांस कर लोगे? नो। सो द सेम वे, अगर बोलना है, इफ यू वांट टू स्पीक एंड इफ यू वांट टू लर्न हाउ टू स्पीक वेल, अगर हम आपको समझाते जाएंगे तो बोल पाओगे? नहीं। बिकॉज ये आर्ट्स के जो सब्जेक्ट्स हैं ये सब फिजिकल ट्रेनिंग है। हु अंडरस्टैंड्स व्हाट इज फिजिकल ट्रेनिंग? जिसमें हम अपने बॉडी को यूज करते हैं। जब कोई नेता बोलता है तो हम कहते हैं क्या कला है बोलने की उसकी। जब कोई एक्टर अपना डायलॉग डिलीवरी देता है तो हम बोलते हैं क्या तो कलाकार हैं वो, दे आर आर्टिस्ट। कौन आर्टिस्ट हैं? जो बोलते हैं। सो यू आर लर्निंग टू बी आर्टिस्ट्स। व्हाट आर यू लर्निंग टू बी? Artists. And the way to learn art is by copying. अगर डांस क्लास ज्वाइन करेंगे तो डांस का टीचर आपको स्टेप्स बताएगा 1 2 3 4, उसके स्टेप्स देखेंगे और उसके स्टेप्स देखने के बाद हम भी वो स्टेप्स कॉपी करेंगे 1 2 3 4। अगर आप सिंगिंग क्लास ज्वाइन करेंगे तो सिंगिंग क्लास में भी आपको जो आपका सिंगिंग का ट्रेनर है वो गा करके बताएगा, आप उसको सुनोगे और फिर रिपीट करोगे। इस प्रकार से आप सिंगिंग सीखेंगे। सो इट्स द सेम थिंग फॉर स्पोकन इंग्लिश। द ओल्ड वे इज आउटडेटेड, वो खत्म हो चुका है, अनसक्सेसफुल है, एंड द न्यू वे इज 100% सक्सेसफुल। नाउ व्हाट इज द ओल्ड वे, नाउ व्हाट इज द न्यू वे? पुराना तरीका क्या है और नया तरीका क्या है? पुराना तरीका अननेचुरल है और नया तरीका नेचुरल है। क्या है अननेचुरल तरीका और क्या है नेचुरल तरीका? नेचुरल तरीका वो है जिस तरीके से हमने हिंदी में बात करना सीखा। You agree? हिंदी में बात कैसे करना सीखा हमने? नेचुरली। और अगर हमको इंग्लिश नेचुरली बात करना है तो हमको इंग्लिश भी नेचुरल तरीके से सीखना पड़ेगा। सो नेचुरल तरीके से इंग्लिश सीखने के लिए देयर आर सम रूल्स। नाउ द बैच सिटिंग डे जो लास्ट सैटरडे थे, आई विल आस्क यू टू shout loud and tell me what was rule number 1. Please प्लीज डोंट लर्न इंडिविजुअल वर्ड्स एंड मीनिंग. रिपीट करें हमारे साथ, प्लीज डोंट लर्न इंडिविजुअल वर्ड्स एंड मीनिंग. जबकि पुराने तरीके में सबसे पहले हमको ये बताया गया है कि वर्ड्स और उसकी मीनिंग आना चाहिए. वोकैबुलरी का प्रॉब्लम है. जब हम बात करने जाते हैं तो हमको वर्ड्स नहीं याद आते, इसीलिए वर्ड्स याद करो. लेकिन मेरा सवाल ये है, क्या हिंदी बोलने से पहले मम्मी डैडी ने वर्ड्स का एक लिस्ट दिया था कि इनको इसके मीनिंग याद कर लो? नहीं. अगर कोई अंग्रेज आ जाए और हम उसको हिंदी में बात करना सिखाना चाहें तो क्या हम उसको हिंदी के वर्ड्स का एक लिस्ट देंगे कि ये हिंदी के वर्ड्स और इसके मीनिंग याद कर लो? नहीं. हम क्या सिखाएंगे? नेचुरली हम ग्रुप्स ऑफ वर्ड्स सीखेंगे और ग्रुप्स ऑफ वर्ड्स सिखाएंगे. So the first rule is, please do not learn single words and meanings, learn groups of words. ये ऐसा प्रोग्राम है, मैं लेक्चर दूंगा और आप सुनोगे. It's not like that. You have to open your mouth and speak, and also you have to move while speaking. Okay? The first rule is, please do not learn words and meaning, learn groups of words. Can you do your hands like this, haath? Groups of words. This is a group of words. This is a single word, this is a group of words. So do the action with me because this is a physical trip. पहले मैंने बोला था कुर्सियां बिल्कुल पास पास है, you will maybe bang each other, but still. So you say, please do not learn single words. Do this for me. Please do not learn ऐसा हाथ करना है. Single words. Do your hand. Don't worry. Don't worry. You will feel better. बोर नहीं होगे. Please do not learn single words. Learn groups of words. Now groups of words is phrases, sentences or stories. What are groups of words? Phrases, sentences or stories. Again, what are groups of words? Phrases, sentences or stories. Phrase is a group of words. A group of words which go together. जो वर्ड्स साथ में लगते हैं, that's called a phrase. एक सेंटेंस भी होता है, ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स जो वर्ड्स साथ में चलते हैं, that's a sentence. और एक स्टोरी, वो भी है ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स, लेकिन वो ग्रुप्स ऑफ वर्ड्स साथ में ही चलते हैं. तो हम शुरू से ही अकॉर्डिंग टू रूल नंबर 1 सिंगल वर्ड्स और उसकी मीनिंग नहीं सीखेंगे, हम ग्रुप्स ऑफ वर्ड्स सीखेंगे. सो ओल्ड रूल इज लर्न सिंगल वर्ड्स, न्यू रूल इज लर्न ग्रुप्स ऑफ वर्ड्स. हमें साथ में रिपीट करना पड़ेगा. आई विल से द फ्रेज, द ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स, यू हैव टू रिपीट इट विथ मी. ओके, द फर्स्ट वन इज डेज. वेरी गुड. एक्चुअली ये जब अगर लिखते हैं तो इस 3 वर्ड्स, देयर इज ए, लेकिन जब बोलते हैं तो इसका साउंड क्या है? डेज. विल से 3 टाइम्स. डेज, 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 डेज. वेरी गुड. अगर एक से ज्यादा चीजें हैं देन यू से दे आ, दे आ. So the first set of phrases, days, they are. We'll say it 3 times. Days, they are. Days, they are. Days, they are. Days, they are. Days means like days. Somebody answer me. Hai, hai. Okay, there's a medical college in Neemkhera. This is Neemkhera? Okay, yeah. There's a medical college in Neemkhera. Can you say that? There's a medical college in Neemkhera. Can you say it again? There's a medical college in Neemkhera. And there's a medical college on Nagpur Road. Yes? Mandla Road. No, this is Mandla Road. No, another medical college. Nagpur Road, yeah. So there is a medical college in Neemkhera and there is a medical college on Nagpur Road. If they're single. Lekin in Jabalpur, how many medical colleges there are? 3. Then you say there are 3 medical colleges in Jabalpur. Can you say that? There are 3 medical colleges in Jabalpur. Again, there are 3 medical colleges in Jabalpur. There is a medical college in Neemkhera and there are 3 medical colleges in Jabalpur. This is how you use there is a and there are. Now when we talk, जब हम बात करते हैं, there are 3 persons. First person जो बात कर रहा है, second person जिससे बात कर रहे हैं, and the third person is जिसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. मैं, आप और वो. I, you. So, but it becomes into 7. How? You repeat with me. I, you, he, she, it, we and they. Once more. I, you, he, she, it, we and they. Now this I, you, he, she, it, we and they, these are single words, but the phrases that you need to practice, इसके साथ में जो word चलता है, that's I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, and they are. We'll say this 3 times together. Loud and open your mouths big because this is a speaking gym. जैसे जिम जाते हैं अपने बॉडी बनाने के लिए, ऐसे ही अपनी जुबान को ट्रेन करने के लिए स्पीकिंग जिम है. तो सुनने का नहीं, you have to speak loud. So 3 times we'll say it loud. हमको सबके मुंह दिख रहा है. I want to see big open mouths. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are. अब मजा आया. Now we'll say it together. ठीक है ना? I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are. Once more. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are. Once more. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, and they are. Very good. The next set of phrases. I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, we have, and they have. 3 times together. I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, we have, and they have. कहीं कहीं ही के साथ have निकलता है. अगर रूल्स के हिसाब से हम सीखेंगे तो फर्स्ट पर्सन सिंगुलर में have लगेगा, सेकेंड पर्सन में have लगेगा, थर्ड पर्सन सिंगुलर में हैज लगेगा, मतलब ही, शी और इट में, लेकिन थर्ड पर्सन प्लूरल में हैव लगेगा, और फिर फर्स्ट पर्सन प्लूरल में हैव लगेगा. जब वी बोलते हैं, अगर हम बात करने जाएंगे तो क्या इतना सब याद रहेगा कि कौन से पर्सन में क्या लगेगा? नहीं याद रहेगा. और हमको कितना भी कोई समझाता जाए कि फर्स्ट पर्सन में हैव है, थर्ड पर्सन में हैज है, और इसमें ये है और उसमें वो है, तो हम बात नहीं कर पाएंगे, बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट द वे टू लर्न स्पोकन इंग्लिश. विच इज द वे टू लर्न स्पोकन इंग्लिश? वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट रूल. द नेक्स्ट रूल सेज प्लीज डू नॉट लर्न ग्रामर रूल्स. सुना? अभी तक तो ये सुना है that grammar is the base for spoken English. हमेशा हमने यही सुना है और हमको ये बताया गया है. Your teachers told you that grammar is the base of spoken English, और कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स में आपको बताया है that grammar is the base of spoken English. लेकिन मेरा कहना ये है that grammar will spoil your English speaking. अगर हम ग्रामर और ग्रामर के नियम पढ़ेंगे तो हमारी इंग्लिश और बिगड़ जाएगी. क्यों बिगड़ेगी? क्योंकि अगर हम ग्रामर के रूल्स सीखेंगे और ग्रामर के रूल्स पढ़ेंगे तो हमको सोचना पड़ेगा कि कैसे बोलना है, कि एक सेंटेंस में सब्जेक्ट होता है और प्रेडिकेट होता है, हमको सोचना पड़ेगा। और अगर सोच सोच के बोलेंगे तो हम नेचुरली, इजीली और ऑटोमेटिकली बात नहीं कर पाएंगे। तो इसीलिए हमको सोच के नहीं बोलना है, हमको बने बनाए फ्रेजेस, बने बनाए सेंटेंसेस और बने बनाए स्टोरीज सुनना है और वैसे ही बोलना है। सो रूल नंबर 2, please do not learn grammar rules. Can you say it with me? Please do not learn grammar rules. Can you do your hand like this? Please do not. Yeah, do it. Please do not learn grammar rules. Can you do your hands? Please do not learn grammar rules. If you have grammar books, throw them away. If you have grammar books, throw them away. You can burn them if you like. अगर ग्रामर की बुक्स हैं तो उनको फेंक दो, चाहे उसमें आग लगा दो, बिकॉज बात करने के लिए ग्रामर सीखने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है। इनफैक्ट ग्रामर सीखेंगे तो और नहीं बनेगा। दैट्स रूल नंबर 2। रूल नंबर 3, who remembers rule number 3, girls? Learn through your ears, not through your eyes. What is rule number 3? Learn through your ears, not through your eyes. हमको कानों से सीखना है, आंखों से नहीं। Why? The input for sound is ears. The input for sound is ears, not eyes. Sound का input कान है, आंख नहीं। So rule number 3 says, learn through your ears and not through your eyes. Then we come to rule number 4. Rule number 4 says, learn deeply and speak easily. Can you repeat rule number 4? Learn deeply and speak easily. Can you hear me in the back? आ रही आवाज? फिर सुनो, learn deeply and speak easily. Learn deeply and speak easily. Now learning deeply means हमको अपने subconscious mind में एक memory develop करना है, जिस memory को बोलते हैं muscle memory. क्या नाम है उस memory का? Muscle memory. मसल मेमोरी का काम ये रहता है कि अपने बॉडी के मसल्स को ऑटोमेटिकली कंट्रोल करे। एग्जाम्पल, ड्राइविंग अ कार। जब हम कार चलाते हैं तो हमारे बॉडी के मसल्स काम करते हैं। क्या हम सोच सोच के चलाते हैं? नहीं, हम कुछ और बात करते रहते हैं, कुछ और सोचते रहते हैं, लेकिन ऑटोमेटिकली हमसे गाड़ी क्यों चलती है? क्योंकि हमारे माइंड में जो मसल मेमोरी है वो हमारे बॉडी के मसल्स को ऑटोमेटिकली चलाता है और हम गाड़ी चलाते हैं। सो इन द सेम वे बात करने के लिए भी हमको अपने माइंड में मसल मेमोरी डेवलप करना है कि हमारी जुबान जो एक मसल्स है, ये टंग, योर वोकल कॉर्ड्स, दीज आर मसल्स, ये मसल्स ऑटोमेटिकली काम करे, इसके लिए हमको मसल मेमोरी डेवलप करना है। दिस इज रूल नंबर 4। मसल मेमोरी कैसे डेवलप होता है? मसल मेमोरी डेवलप होता है कोई भी काम को बार 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 रिपीट करने से। When you repeat the same job again and again and again and again, तो हमारे माइंड में एक मसल मेमोरी डेवलप होता है और फिर वो काम हम इजीली और ऑटोमेटिकली कर पाते हैं। सो फॉर लर्निंग इंग्लिश आपको क्या करना है? रिपीट एंड रिपीट एंड रिपीट एंड रिपीट। दैट्स रूल नंबर 4। इसीलिए हम आपके साथ रिपीट कर रहे हैं दीज फ्रेजेस। वंस मोर वी विल रिपीट, ताकि हमें टंग पे ये फ्रेजेस आ जाएं, गलती से हैज की जगह हैव ना निकले, आर की जगह इज ना निकले। सो यू हैव टू रिपीट द फ्रेजेस। रिपीट इट 3 times विथ मी लाउड। I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, and they are. Once more, I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are. The second one, I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, we have, and they have. Once more, I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, we have and they have. So girls who remember last time, ये phrases को लेके we made a story, a short story. वो story क्या था? I have a bike. Okay? What's the story? I have a bike. And दूसरा phrase use करेंगे, I am riding. I am riding. You ride a bike. कार को ड्राइव करते हैं लेकिन बाइक को राइड करते हैं. So we'll use I have and I am. What we will use? I have and I am. So repeat with me. I have a bike and I am riding it. Again, I have a bike and I am riding it. This is a short little story, a mini story. You can say something else. I have a book and I am reading a story. I have a book and I am reading a story. Or I have a pen and I am writing a letter. I have a pen and I am writing a letter. Okay, now we have 3 stories. 3 छोटी छोटी कहानियाँ. First one क्या है? I have a bike and I am riding. Second one, I have a book and I am reading a story. Third one, I have a pen and I am writing a letter. We'll say the 3 stories. I have a bike and I am riding it. Can I say? I have a bike and I am riding it. I have a book and I am reading a story. I have a pen and I am writing a letter. Can you say the 3 stories with me? First one bike, second book and third letter, pen. Okay? फिर हम बताएंगे स्टोरीज से हम कैसे और ग्रामर सीखेंगे. Okay. I have, जोर से बोलो. I have a bike and I am riding it. I have a book and I am reading a story. I have a pen and I am writing a letter. Phrases हमको book पहले से मालूम है, पेन पहले से मालूम है, बाइक पहले से मालूम है, लेकिन कोई बात कहने के लिए कि मेरे पास बाइक है मैं चला रहा हूँ, मेरे पास बुक है मैं एक स्टोरी पढ़ रहा हूँ, मेरे पास एक क्या था पेन है मैं एक लेटर लिख रहा हूँ, ये बातें बोलने के लिए हमको फ्रेजेस की जरूरत पड़ती है. कौन से फ्रेजेस? I have and I am. Now you make grammar mistakes होते हैं कभी कभी, तो वो ग्रामर के मिस्टेक्स अलग करने के लिए there's a special technique which I call mini point of view grammar stories. Listen to this technique. It's called mini point of view grammar stories. Point of view मतलब होता है दृष्टिकोण. एक ही स्टोरी को जब हम अलग अलग व्यूज से बोलते हैं तो उसमें ग्रामर के चेंजेस होते हैं, वो ग्रामर के चेंजेस भी हम ऑटोमेटिकली सीखेंगे. तो पहला स्टोरी क्या है? I have a bike and I'm riding. Can you say it? I have a bike and I am riding it. इसके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यूज कैसे चेंज करेंगे? पर्सन्स चेंज करेंगे. You, he, she, it नहीं बोलेंगे. You, she, he, we and they. तो उसमें there will be changes. Okay? First, I have a bike and I'm riding. Can you say loud? I have a bike and I am riding it. अब you. You have a bike and you are riding it. वहाँ पे am आया, यहाँ पे आ गया. Now he. He has a bike and he is riding it. यहाँ पे has आ गया and is आ गया. She has a bike and she is riding it. We have a bike and we are riding it. They have a bike and they are riding it. So what you have done? you have changed the point of view of the story, and by that you learn कहाँ पे are, have and has लगना है. You can also change the time, जिसको ग्रामर टर्म्स में क्या बोलते हैं, टेंसेस. So you can also change the time of your story, कि कल मेरे पास बाइक थी और कल चला रहे थे. Then what will be the changes? Say, बोल के देखो, yesterday I had a bike. Have का had हो गया, and I was riding it. इसकी जगह was आ गया. Okay, now say this story with me. Yesterday I had a bike and I was riding it. और बुक के लिए yesterday I had a book and I was reading a story. Can I hear that one? Yesterday I had a book and I was reading a story. The third one, pen. Yesterday I had a pen and I was writing a letter. So these are the 5 rules which will teach you how to speak in English. Sleeps to China. Who was here last time? You remember? Joe sleeps to China. Oh, wala. I see you forgot. एक बार करें, we'll do that again. Oh, wala. Actually, all the what we stories we do that oh thing. उसके लिए हाथ ऐसे करने, you have to do your hand like this. Oh, you have to do like that. कब वो बोलेंगे? when I make a statement. जब हम एक statement बनाएंगे, when I make a statement, you have to say oh. अच्छा, when I ask a question, अगर सवाल पूछेंगे, अगर उसका आंसर yes है तो बोलना है yes, और अगर आंसर no है तो बोलना है no. तो 3 actions you have. What are they? First one is oh, second one is yes, and the third one is no, और fourth one is जो आंसर अगर मालूम होगा तो आंसर बोलना है. The fourth one is अगर आंसर मालूम है तो आंसर बोलना है. What is the statement? हम एक बात बोलेंगे जो बात पहले कभी नहीं सुना. एक बात बोलेंगे जो बात कभी सुना ना हो तो क्या बोलेंगे? ओ. पहली बात, the first statement, there was a guy, his name was Joe. Oh, there was that, his name was Joe. The first statement is what? There was a guy, his name was Joe. Yeah, his name was Joe. पहली बार सुना ना? जो नाम का कोई था? Yeah. First time, she said, oh. Now I'll ask you a question. और उसका आंसर अगर yes है, you have to say yes. Okay. Was there a guy? Yes. There was a guy, na? Again the statement. There was a guy and his name was Joe. Oh. Was his name Joe? Yes. Was his name Joe? Yes. Was there a woman? No. Was there a guy? Yes. What was his name? Joe. हमारी आवाज अकेले जाता है सब लोग. So you have to shout and say Joe. That's better. What was the guy's name? Joe. Now the next statement. Joe was dying to go to Hawaii. Oh. Question. Was Joe dying to go to Hawaii? Yes. Was he dying to go to Goa? No. Where was he dying to go? Who was dying to go to Hawaii? Joe. Very good. Very good. So there was a guy, his name was Joe, and he was dying to go to Hawaii. Hawaii is an island. एक टापू है. Where you go, जैसे अपने यहाँ गोवा, you go to Hawaii, वहाँ पे you go to enjoy your holidays and vacation. So Joe wanted to go to Hawaii. So Joe one day he saw a commercial ad on TV. Oh, अभी न्यूज़ क्या देखा उसने? What did Joe see? A commercial ad on TV. What did Joe see? A commercial ad on TV. What did Joe see? Joe, say loud, tell me. What did Joe see? Wait, let's hear you back, boys. What did Joe see? Commercial ad on TV. Now the ad was about a special offer to a trip to Hawaii. You have to say, oh. Oh. So it was what? A special offer to a trip to Hawaii. So Joe became very excited. He called the travel agent. Joe called the travel agent and he made a reservation. What did Joe do? He called the travel. Can you do this with me? He called the travel agent. Can you do this with me? He called the travel. Very good. Some girls are doing it. He called the travel agent. And what did he do? He made a reservation. He made a reservation. हिंदी में बोलते हैं उसने reservation करवा लिया. ट्रेन में कहीं जाने के लिए reservation कराते हैं ना, लेकिन इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं you make a reservation. So these things you will learn that how to use your words in the right place. He made a reservation. He made a reservation for the following week. Next week के लिए उसने reservation किया. After that, उसके बाद Joe was super excited. Oh, very good. Joe was super excited. Here's my question, जवाब दे पाओगे. Why was Joe excited? Very good, because he was going to Hawaii. Why was Joe excited? Because yeah, shout and tell me. Because he was going to Hawaii and he was dying to go. मरे जा रहा था हवाई जाने के लिए. So when he made his reservation, he was super excited. He was so excited that he did not sleep for 3 days. For how many days he did not sleep?
3 days.
For how many days he did not sleep?
3 days.
He did not sleep for 3 days. Why he did not sleep for 3 days? Come on, man, he was excited. Why he did not sleep for 3 days? Can I hear it loud? Because he was excited. Why he did not sleep for 3 days? He was excited. Why was he excited? Hey, you're talking to me in English now. You are talking in English. Why was he excited? He was going to Hawaii. How was he going to Hawaii? By aeroplane. So Joe, he could not sleep for how many days?
3 days.
Finally, अभी statement बोल रहे हैं. Statement बोल रहे हैं. You have to say the O. Finally, the big day came. Oh. Finally, the big day came. Joe woke up early in the morning before the sun came up. Was the statement? Finally, the big day came and Joe woke up early in the morning before the sun came up. Oh! So, did Joe wake up late? Did he wake up early? Did he wake up before the sun came up? Did he wake up after the sun came up? He woke up before. Why he woke up early? He was excited about the trip. So Joe called a taxi while eating breakfast. What's the statement? Joe called the taxi while eating breakfast. You have to say here, oh, Joe called the taxi while eating breakfast. Now here's the question. When did Joe call the taxi? While eating breakfast is the answer. When did Joe call the taxi? While eating breakfast. What does that mean? Breakfast खाते समय. Taxi को कब बुलाया? Breakfast. In English, while eating breakfast. So I'll ask you the question, you have to shout the answer. When did Joe call the taxi? While eating breakfast. And next, he went to the airport. He boarded the plane. He wanted to eat the food that they were going to serve on the plane. And he also wanted to watch the movie that they were going to show on the plane. But Joe was so tired, he went to sleep. Joe was so tired, he went to... Where did he go to sleep? In the plane, on his seat. Why did he go to sleep? Because he was tired. This side, why did Joe go to sleep? Oh, these girls are answering. Why did Joe go to sleep? He was tired. Okay, why was he tired? Why was he tired? क्यों थका हुआ था? हाँ, but why was he tired? He didn't sleep for 3 days. Why was he tired? Because he did not sleep for how many days?
3 days.
He did not sleep for 3 days. So what did he do on the plane? He went to sleep. So the plane took off. And what was Joe doing? Joe was sleeping. Can you say it? Joe was sleeping. When the plane took off, what was Joe doing? Joe was sleeping. When the plane took off, what was Joe doing? Louder. So finally, the plane landed in Hawaii. Oh, that's better. Finally, the plane landed in Hawaii. See that? Oh. Where did the plane land? And what was Joe doing? He was dreaming. What was he dreaming about? Hawaii, right? What was he dreaming about? He was dreaming about surfing in the ocean and bathing in the sun. He was dreaming about his vacation in Hawaii. And where was he sleeping? In the plane. All the passengers came down. New passengers boarded the plane. They were laughing, they were talking, and what was Joe doing? Joe was sleeping. Now the plane again took off and headed for China. Oh, the plane again took off and headed for China. Where did the plane head to? China. And what was Joe doing? Louder? Right, he did not wake up. Finally, the plane landed in China. Oh, the plane landed in China and Joe woke up. Oh, Joe woke up. And he saw that all the people were talking in Chinese and nobody spoke in English. So this was the story of Joe sleeps to China. But where are the people who were here last Saturday? No. So the way to learn English is you learn groups of words and not individual words. You learn don't learn grammar rules, and you learn through your ears and not through your eyes, and you repeat and repeat and repeat. So you repeat. Okay, now to think in English, I will ask a story from you. I will not tell you a story, I will ask a story. How many people know this story already? The heading of the story is A Thirsty Crow. एक प्यासा कौवा, सुना? How many people know the story? प्यासा कौवा की? Thirsty Crow. पानी ढूंढ रहा था, कहीं पानी नहीं मिला, फिर एक मटके में पानी मिला, लेकिन वो पहुंच नहीं पा रहा था, पानी का लेवल बहुत कम था, उसने कुछ पत्थर उठाए, पानी का लेवल ऊपर आया, याद है? Okay, that's the story. Now I will ask you a question. Who was searching for water? Louder. The crow was searching for water. Who was searching for water? What was the crow searching for? Very good. Now you are learning what? How to tell a story. I will only ask you the questions. This side people are not shouting out. This story, you know, this is maybe so difficult. Who was searching for water? What was the crow searching for? Okay, next. Did he find water? Yes. Where did he find the water? English में? घड़ा, pot, right? Somebody said. Where did he find water? Could he reach the water? Why he couldn't reach the water? Why he could not reach the water? Water level was low. Can you say that? The water level was low. Why he could not reach the water? I'll again ask. Who was searching for water? What was the crow searching for? Did he find water? Where did he find the water? Could he reach the water? Why he couldn't reach the water? Did he give up? Did he get an idea? What did he do? What did he do? He put some stones into the water pot. What did he do? He put some stones into the water pot. And then what happened? Ah, that's right. What happened? And then he... Very good. I'll ask you again. Who was thirsty? What was he searching for? Did he find water? Where did he find water? Could he reach the water? Why he couldn't reach the water? Did he give up? No. Give up means har manna. Did he give up? He got an idea? What did he do? He took some stones and put them in the water pot. Then what happened? And the crow drank the water. Did the crow put big rocks in the water? Did he put big rocks? No. He put small little stones. Why he did not put big rocks into the water? His beak was small. He could not pick up big rocks. Did he put some leaves into the water? What did he put in the water? Stones. So after he put stones in the water, what happened? And he drank the water. There's another story about one man who had a hen. Now here's the statement. There's a man, he had a hen which gave one golden egg every day. Oh! There was a man, he had a hen which gave a golden egg every day. Oh, did the man have a cat? Did he have a dog? Did he have a hen?
Yes.
Did the hen give golden eggs?
Yes.
Did the hen give silver eggs?
No.
Did the hen give 2 eggs every day?
No.
How many eggs the hen gave?
1.
What eggs? Golden eggs. Here's the next statement. One day the man thought, why shouldn't I cut the hen and take out all the eggs? Oh, what did the man think? Why shouldn't I cut the hen and take out all the eggs? Oh, what did the man think? And take out all the eggs. Very good. So the man, he cut the hen. Oh, so the man cut the hen. Oh, what did he do? He cut the hen and he took out all the eggs. No. What happened when he cut the hen? What happened when he cut the hen? The hen died. What happened when he cut the hen? How did the hen die? The man cut the hen. Why he cut the hen? To take out all the eggs. Why did he cut the hen? To take out all the eggs. So, was he a smart man? Was he a greedy man? Was the crow smart? The crow? Yes. The man? No. The crow? Yes. The crow was smart? Why? What did he do? He got a smart idea. What was the crow's idea? To put stones into the water pot. This man also had an idea. What was his idea? Was it a good idea?
No.
How do you know? Oh! We all studied in traditional schools. हम लोग traditional schools में पढ़े हैं, जहाँ पे हमको ट्रेन किया गया है कि जब बेल बजती है तो जाके sit on your desks, on your bench at your desk and shut your mouth. Because in school they tell you, keep silence, don't talk. And after you sit down, बैठने के बाद में you get ready to learn from your teacher. And traditionally क्या होता है? The teacher teaches, बात करता है, and you sit down and you make a pose, the learning pose. और फिर उसको देखते हैं and सुनते हैं and mentally चीजें दिमाग में जाती है. You understand? हो सकता है कि जो समझ में आ रहा है वो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. If it's nice, then you say, that's right. And you understand it, you comprehend it in your mind. But after 4 weeks, you remember only 10% of what you heard. 4 हफ्ते के बाद जो टीचर से हमने सुना और जो समझा, हमको उसका सिर्फ 10% याद रहता है. But then, if you take a pen and paper and you write what your teacher is saying, even if you don't read it again, उसको बाद में फिर से नहीं पढ़ेंगे तो भी, if you write down what your teacher is saying, then after 4 weeks, you will retain 40% of what you learned. This is what I'm saying is what research has shown. But this new way today, आज के नए ज़माने में, this old school teaching program has changed. And now if you use your body, activate your body while learning, then research shows that in 4 weeks also or forever, you will remember 80 to 90% of what you've learned. 80 to 90% याद रहता है कब? अगर हम अपने बॉडी को एक्टिवेट. फर्स्ट you have been trained to be a passive learner. Who knows the word passive? It's opposite of active. Yeah, you know the word active? The meaning of the word active, to be in action, to activate your body. Being passive is opposite to being active. Passive में हम बैठ करके सुनते हैं, समझते हैं, your conscious mind. But when you engage your body and you become active and you respond by saying yes, no, I agree, I don't agree, I like you, I don't like you, or whatever. When there is an interaction and when you speak back, it's only then that what you learn goes deeply into your mind. I was here last Saturday and I found all of you to be very gentle, very polite and well behaved. I don't want that today. Today I want something else. What I want you to do is activate your body. You can use your face expressions, your hands, or just move yourself to respond to what you are learning. When you do that, you will realize that you will remember. I like you to raise your hands, all those who remember the 4 rules that I spoke to you last Saturday. First, is this the same batch or all these new people? How many people were here last Saturday? Last Saturday कौन-कौन था यहाँ पे? Oh, very few. And the Saturday before that? So I think the batches are changing. I'm very sorry. फिर शुरू से शुरू करना पड़ेगा. We are here, okay, little bit recap. A recap. We are here for what? To learn spoken English. हम यहाँ पे क्यों इकट्ठा है? To learn spoken English. Now this is very valuable time, and I want you to get some quality experience from this time. And if you don't learn anything, if you don't gain anything, then you are wasting time. So do you want to learn something? Today I want to talk to you about a change that the world is demanding from you. A change from being passive to being more active. हम चुपचाप बैठ के चीज़ों को देखते हैं, समझते हैं और बहुत चीज़ों का ज्ञान हो जाता है, इसीलिए कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी आर इंडियंस और हमारे हिंदुस्तान के समाज ने, सभ्यता ने हमको ये सिखाया है कि चुपचाप रहना, ज़्यादा बात नहीं करना, फालतू किसी के साथ, वो अच्छा रहता है. बट द न्यूज़ इज दैट ग्लोबली, इंटरनेशनली हम पीछे रह जाते हैं. वाई? Because the Americans, they are what you call muppets. उन लोग को कोई शर्म नहीं रहती. They talk louder and they interact more. They have more communication skills. That's why they go ahead. Now you are training and you are almost ready to make a career in your life. You may be very good in your subject. बहुत अच्छा पढ़ा होगा. But if your personality does not change, then आजू बाजू वाले और आगे निकल जाएंगे. The people who have better communication skills. So अपने subject के knowledge के अलावा, it is important for you to develop an outstanding personality, so that when you go somewhere, when you meet people, when you go for interviews, they will see that you are bold, that you are confident, and you are strong. And the way to learn, especially if you're learning spoken English, the latest method is that you have to engage your body, and your body language is more important than words while speaking and communicating. Research shows that 53% of communication is body language. किसी ने सुना ये बात? 53% of communication is body language, and 40% is your tone. जिस टोन में हम बात करते हैं, कहाँ हम अपने वॉइस को रेस करते हैं, कहाँ अपने वॉइस को लो करते हैं, टोन इज 40% of your communication and words are only 7%. वर्ड्स का इंपॉर्टेंस सिर्फ 7% है. So while communication you have to use your body. So let me just check, and I am very excited to be here with you. I want to inform all of you that the program that we are learning here together is almost like a reality show which is being shown on BTV in Doom channel. So please smile because you don't know who's watching. The very first fashion and dress that you can wear is a smile on your face. All the nurses, if you don't smile, I was just talking to the girls there that I was in a hospital as a patient in Nagpur once, and I really appreciate that hospital because all the nurses were smiling and treating me. And at the time of my discharge, they came with a rose and they gave me a rose. That really touched my heart. Unlike, I think I should not criticize, but in Jabalpur, the hospitals, I found the nurses to be choose the injection. But no, that's not your only job. Your job is to what? To be kind, to be loving, and to be smiling. You won't believe it that a smile can save a person's life. How many of you agree with me? Yes, it's important to smile, not only when you're treating your patient, but to smile all the time, especially when people are looking at you. A smiling face makes you look better. So number one is what? To have a good personality is to have a smiling face. Okay, I'm checking out. Number two, your body posture. You need to keep your head up a little high, stretch out your necks, shoulders square. You call that good posture. Like in the army. People in the army, they're trained to have a good posture. Should we do a little physical training about it? A little physical training. Now, this is a back posture. And when I say back posture, I want you also to have a back posture. Now, this is a good posture. Let's see that. A back posture when you're sitting. And a good posture is to be straight up. Let your neck be shown a little bit. That also, by keeping your head up, letting your neck show a little bit, you're showing confidence. Okay? So now, but the main thing, this is about how to have a better personality. What are the three things? Number one, to have a smiling face. Number two, a good body posture. And to learn something what? Use your body. Use your hands while speaking. Don't talk with your hands closed like that or your hands tied at the back. If you leave your hands free, you'll find that you're communicating better. And you remember more vocabulary, you remember more words. Suppose you're talking about pulling, then you do the action of pulling a rope. If you talk about pushing, you say push. For every word, almost every word, there is an action. So when you use your hands and use your body for speaking, you will find that people will pay attention more to you. So we're talking about spoken English and the new way to learn spoken English. When I was here last year, you were polite, and like I said in the beginning, I don't want you to be so polite today. I want you to shout back your answers. I want you to throw up your hands. Of course, we are sitting too tightly together, but it would have been better if you spread out more, because sometimes I might ask you to stand up and sit down and turn around too. I know sir was telling me that because you're all intellectuals, so maybe you are not so used to doing actions like children. Is that right? Yes. But that's exactly what I want you to do. Because to learn spoken English and to learn any art, you need that energy. You need the energy that children have. You don't need a very intelligent mind to understand it. Because speaking is an art and it's not science. Can you repeat this with me? Speaking is an art and not science. Can you repeat it with me? Speaking is an art and not science. So to learn art, you have to be happy. To learn art, you have to be excited. To learn art, you have to have emotions. So the key word is emotion. Can I hear the word emotion? Emotion. Now if you notice, there's a very big word motion in emotion, means movement. Emotion means what? Moving. So without emotions, words are like, they say words without emotions is like a body without a soul. I'll repeat that again. Can you repeat it so I know that you're understanding it? Words without emotions is like a body without a soul. So if you speak with somebody and there's no emotions in your words, then it's just words which are dead words and they are not going to affect anybody. So how do you put emotions into your words? By using your body and using your tone. By using your body and using your tone. If you notice, अच्छे speakers कौन होते हैं? नेता लोग बहुत अच्छा बोलते हैं. Politicians, they're very good speakers. What makes them good speakers? Do they use big words? No. They use their tone and they use their body. Tone क्या होता है? We have two tones while speaking. A high tone and a low tone. A high tone and a low tone. Can you try your tone with me? High tone, low tone. High tone, low tone. High tone and low tone. So what they do is they change their tone while speaking. They say, भाइयों, बहनों, माताओं, मैं आपके सामने ये कहने आया हूँ कि जबलपुर की सड़कें किसने बनाई? हमने बनाई. हम लोग बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं और दूसरे पार्टी वाले चोर हैं. और क्या बोल रहा है भाई? Because he varies his tone. बात वही बोला उसने. यही बात अगर वो सीधे बोलता without varying his tone, that won't be effective at all. Even actors जब बात करते हैं, डायलॉग डिलीवरी बोलते हैं जिसको, उन लोग कलाकार क्यों होते हैं? Because उन लोग अपने डायलॉग डिलीवरी में क्या करते हैं? They use their body and they also use their tone. If I take for example शोले किसने दिया? हमारे जमाने का पिक्चर है. हाँ, शोले. So Amjad Khan was given some lines. डायरेक्टर ने अमजद खान को कुछ लाइंस दिया. वो लाइंस क्या थे? उसको बोलना था कितने आदमी थे. उसको जवाब मिला 2 थे. फिर उसकी लाइंस में था वो 2 थे और तुम 3. फिर भी वापस आ गए खाली हाथ. क्या समझ कर आए थे कि सरदार बहुत खुश होएगा, शाबाशी देगा? ये उसकी लाइंस थे. अगर वो ऐसे बोलता जैसे मैं बोल रहा हूं, then I don't think इतना हिट होता. लेकिन but those lines now after 30 years are also a big hit. Why? Because of the tone. So what did he say? कितने आदमी थे. That is what. वो दो थे और तुम थी, फिर भी वापस आ गए खाली हाथ. क्या समझ कर आए थे कि सरदार बहुत खुश. ना इसके लिए प्रैक्टिस किया होगा. He must have practiced it. So when you are training yourself to see, I cannot speak individually to each person, but when you are training yourself for speaking in English, or any language, if you want to be good speaker, stand in front of the mirror and practice your tone. How? You can say, so how many men were they? They were 2. Oh, so they were 2 and you were 3 and you came back empty-handed. What did you think? The boss will be happy? He will congratulate you? For miles around, when a baby cries, the mummy says, baby, go to sleep. Go to sleep, otherwise Gabbar Singh will come. Anyway, so it's your tone, that when you vary your tone, then your speaking is more effective. And also when you use your hands and you shake while speaking, your speaking will be more effective. So for a recap, for those who have joined this week, the basic rules for learning spoken English. Even the ones who heard it last week, mentally माइंड के अंदर गया और माइंड के अंदर से निकल गया. हमने अभी चेक किया था. वो क्या था पहला रूल? हाँ, नो ग्रामर वाला. That means you have not learnt it deeply. अच्छा, वो तीसरा वाला क्या था? That means you have not learnt it deeply. Now to learn it deeply, you have to repeat many times the rules and you have to use your tone and your body language. Last time I tried to tell you to do that. So today I request you to please use your body and do the actions with me, the actions that I am doing. Here's rule number 1 of learning spoken English. Rule number 1, please do not learn individual words. Now this is one word. Can I see your hands there? Please learn, yeah, that's right. Please do not learn individual words, learn groups of words. It will go deep in your mind if you do that. Individual word, groups of words. Learn groups of words. Don't learn individual words, learn groups of words. Now, even if you learn all the words from the dictionary and their meanings, हम बात नहीं कर पाएंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि हम बात करते हैं तो आइडिया बाय आइडिया बात करते हैं और एक आइडिया में वर्ड्स का एक ग्रुप लगता है. So you always speak in groups of words, and a group of words is phrases, sentences and stories. So we practiced some phrases. I'd like you to practice those phrases with me again. The first one is there's and they are. 3 times with me. The backbenchers also, I like to hear you join me in this. There's they are. Can I see some hands? There's they are. There's they are. There's they are. The second one is I am. Can you hear that? I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, and they are. Again, I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, and they are. Once more. I am, you are, he is, it is, we are, they are. We'll make a sentence. I am learning spoken English. This is your story, okay? I am learning spoken English. You are learning spoken English. He is. She is learning spoken English. We are learning spoken English. They are learning grammar rules. They are not learning spoken English. They are learning grammar rules. Okay, again. I am learning spoken English. You are learning spoken English. He is learning spoken. She is learning spoken English. We are learning spoken English, and they are learning grammar rules. The phrases that we just used, suppose you want to change it into questions, then all you have to do is reverse it. Instead of saying I am, you say am I. Can I hear that? Am I? Are you? Is he? Is she? Is it? Are we? Are they? We'll say it together. Am I? Are you? Is he? Is she? Is it? Are we? And are they? Once more. Am I? Are you? Is he? Is she? Is it? Are we? Are they? Now see how it goes. Am I learning spoken English? You? Are you learning spoken English? Is he learning spoken English? Is she learning? Are we learning spoken English? And are they learning spoken English? And the answer is yes. I am learning, you are learning, he is learning, she is. No in the negative. Then the phrase is I am not. Can we say that? I am not, you are not, he is not, she is not, we are not, and they are not. Now, but there's a new way of speaking, they say, I ain't, you aren't, he isn't. So now I say, he isn't going. You heard that one? He isn't going. So I think for speaking in modern language, I am not going, you are not going ki jagah what you can say? You aren't going, he isn't going. So this is how the phrase will be. I ain't, you aren't, he isn't, she isn't, it isn't, we aren't, and they aren't. How does it sound? You like to include this in your speaking? Let's make a sentence. I ain't, kya nahi karna hai? I ain't sitting quietly. I am not sitting quietly. Instead of saying I am not sitting quietly, what do you say? I am sitting quietly today. You aren't. You aren't sitting quietly. He isn't sitting quietly. Can you repeat with me? He isn't sitting quietly. She isn't sitting quietly. We aren't sitting quietly, and they aren't sitting quietly. So you have question. Am I? Can you say with me? The question phrase is: am I? Are you? Is he? Is she? Is it? Are we? And are they? Then I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, and they are. Then I ain't, you aren't, he isn't, she isn't, it isn't, we aren't, and they aren't. The next set of phrases, I have. Remember that one? मेरे पास है. I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, we have, and they have. You make it into a question, then it becomes into do I have? Okay? Do I have? Do you have? Does he have? Grammar change हुआ. Do he have is wrong. You say does he have. Rules में समझाया हुआ है, but unless you practice it by repeating, you might say do he have instead of does he have. So practice this one with me. Do I have? Okay? Do I, साथ में, not after me, साथ में. Do I have? Do you have? Does he have? Does he have? Has नहीं. Does he have? Does it have? Do we have? And do they have? Positive answers, yes. I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, we have, and they have. And the negative answers, I don't have. You don't have. He doesn't. He doesn't have, she doesn't have, it doesn't have, we don't have, and they don't have. So these are, all these phrases is hai, revolves around the phrases to be, hai and hona. And you'll need these phrases all the time for speaking. So it's an exercise that you should do all the time by repeating these phrases. I have, you have, he has. तो गलती से कभी have की जगह has नहीं निकलेगा. And इसकी जगह are नहीं निकलेगा. When you practice these phrases, the same phrases you can do in the other tenses and all. But before we go to that, I want to tell you a story. Now in this story, you will find something that we call idioms. Who knows what's an idiom? हिंदी में क्या इसको मुहावरे बोलते? जैसे दाल में कुछ काला, और बात करते करते हम मुहावरों में बहुत बात करते हैं. सो स्पोकन हिंदी में हम हमेशा मुहावरों में बात करते हैं. So in English also you have to learn the English idioms for speaking. So here are some idioms in this story. And you have to do our traditional, when I make a statement, your job is to say, oh, with your hands also. And if the answer is yes, then you have to say yes. And if the answer is no, you have to say no. Now please do this with a high energy level, because children learn much faster. You cannot go through life like this. I'm learning. If your energy level is low, it doesn't look good. If you notice children, how they walk, you just find children like this. They might do a little jump like that, also small little children, because they have that energy level. So I want you to become like children while learning. Then you will enjoy it and you will retain it much faster. So very simple things I'm asking you to do. When I make a statement, you say, oh. And when I ask you a question, if the answer is yes, I want your hands to go up high by saying yes and no. And the idioms that you will learn, we will repeat them. Here's the first statement. Oh, what's the story? This is a story about David Beckham. What's the name of the man? David Beckham. David Beckham, he wanted to have his cake and eat it too. Oh, David Beckham wanted to have his cake and eat it too. I'm saying this phrase, what does it mean? Have your cake and eat it too. Did anybody hear this before? No. So please learn this idiom. It's called have your cake and eat it too. Can you repeat it with me? Have your cake and eat it too. Today madam's birthday. Everybody had cake? Everybody had cake? So the cake is gone. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. मतलब ये दोनों काम एक साथ नहीं कर सकते हैं कि हमारा केक कहीं जाना भी नहीं चाहिए और हमको खाना भी है. You cannot do two things at the same time. You cannot. But David Beckham, he wanted to have his cake and eat it too. दोनों चीज, चित भी मेरा पट भी मेरा. He wanted two things. He wanted to be a famous soccer player, famous football player, and he also wanted to be a movie superstar. He wanted two things. So, what did David Beckham want? Can I hear the answer? He wanted how many things? Two things. First thing what he wanted to be a football champion, a famous football player. And the second thing he wanted to be was a movie star. What is the first thing he wanted to do? Louder. And the second thing? Movie star. So he wanted to have his cake and eat it too. To learn this deeply, you have to repeat it a few times with me. Have your cake and eat it too. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. But David Beckham wanted to have his cake and eat it too. He wanted to have. How? What he wanted to be first? He wanted to be a football player and he also wanted to be a movie star. So he moved to Hollywood. Where did David Beckham go? To Hollywood. Where did David Beckham go? And in Hollywood he met Tom Cruise. Who knows who is Tom Cruise? Yeah, Tom Cruise, he is a top American movie star. So David Beckham went to Hollywood and he hooked up with Tom Cruise. Can you repeat that idiom with me? He hooked up with Tom Cruise. Can you repeat it with me? He hooked up with. So what's the idiom here? Hook up with. Can you repeat? Hook up with. Can you repeat? Hook up with. What does it mean, hook up with? किसी के साथ जुड़ जाना. So he went to Hollywood and he hooked up with who? With Tom Cruise. As soon as they met, they both hit it off together. What's the idiom? They hit it off together. Hit it off together means उनकी पटने लगी या उनकी बनने लगी अच्छी. So you've learned how many idioms in this story? 3 idioms. The first one is have your cake and eat it too. Can you say it with me? Have your cake and eat it too. The second one is hook up with. Can you repeat it? Hook up with. Can you repeat it? Hook up with. And the third one is hit it off. Hit it off. Hit it off. अब ये words का meaning कुछ और रहता है, but in these idioms, these groups of words, they mean something else. Have your cake and eat it too मतलब दो impossible काम एक साथ में नहीं कर सकते. Hook up with means किसी के साथ जुड़ जाना. Hit it off together means किसी के साथ बनने लगना. What are the 3 idioms? First one is have your cake and eat it too. The second one is hook up with, and the third one is hit it off together. David Beckham said to Tom Cruise, The bottom line is that I want to be a great movie star. David Beckham said to Tom Cruise that the bottom line is that I want to be a great movie star. Now what's the idiom here? The bottom line. Can you repeat it with me? The bottom line. What does it mean, the bottom line? Final baat. The bottom line means final baat ye hai. The bottom line is that I want to be a movie star. Now I'll ask you some questions and I want some loud answers. Who went to Hollywood? David Beckham went to Hollywood. Can you shout out and tell me who went to Hollywood? Why he went to Hollywood? To become a movie star. Why he went to Hollywood? To become a movie star. And also he wanted to become what? A great football player. So he cannot do two things. इसके लिए idiom क्या है? Cannot have your cake and eat it too. What's the idiom? You cannot have your cake and eat it too. So next what he does? He goes to which place? Hollywood. Where does he go? Hollywood. Where does he go? And who does he meet in Hollywood? Tom Cruise. And what does he say to Tom Cruise? The bottom line is that I want to be a movie star. Tom Cruise says that my gut feeling tells me that you will be a great movie star. Tom Cruise ने कहा that my gut feeling, again this is a new expression, my gut feeling means मेरे अंदर से एक strong feeling कहता है that you will be a great movie star. So Tom Cruise introduced David Beckham. I want to ask, does everybody understand English or should I speak some Hindi too? Does everybody understand every line of what I'm speaking or should I speak some Hindi? क्या आप चाहते हैं कि मैं हिंदी में बात करूं? इंग्लिश समझ में आता है? You all already nurses and doctors? Yes, na? It's okay? So I want to hear that response from you so that I know, yes, you're understanding it. So Tom Cruise introduced David Beckham to who? To a big movie director. And the movie director made a movie with Tom Cruise as the hero. But what happened? The movie was a total flop. The people hated the movie. And they also hated Tom Cruise. They threw rotten eggs. They threw too much body. They threw rotten eggs and tomatoes at him. David Beckham, he could not stand their animosity. What does this mean? He could not stand their animosity. What's the meaning of